Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the continued support. Thank y'all for the encouragement. Thank y'all for supporting me, even when I'm not talking about something you agree with. Thank you for supporting me, for being an adult, for being grown up, for being understanding, for rocking with me even when I'm not saying something you want to hear. That's family. Family ain't going to always agree on everything. But I guarantee you we agree on most. You may not like my politics. And honestly, I don't know why, because my politics change. I'm independent. Thoroughly. I want what's best for the people. Same as what you might think you doing. I ain't looking for no enemies, especially not out of Americans. I'm not looking for no enemies. So, again, thank y'all, man, and women, and whatever you identify as. Everybody welcome here. I appreciate you. Now, I think back, and y'all can probably relate if you think about it. Whenever you're disappointed, whenever I'm disappointed, sad, upset, pissed off, down, depressed, whatever, it's normally when things don't go as I expected, when your expectations are not met. I expected things to be one way, and it turned out to be another way. It wasn't the way I expected, and if I don't handle that right, if I don't have an understanding that things are not always going to go as I expect them to, if I don't have a realistic understanding of that, I will be disappointed. I will be sad. I will be hurt, upset. So where I'm going with this, those of you who might ask, Big Ward, where you going with this? So before you ask, I'm going to tell you. But if you do ask, thanks for asking. I've often heard, I've often said, I've often read in the comment section, I've often got emails saying the same thing. Man, life is hard. Big Ward, what am I going to do, man? Life is hard. Hold on, y'all. I'm sweating. I had to turn the truck off so y'all can hear me. Life, speaking of trucks, my other truck had finished. They were putting the finishing touches on the air conditioner. It wasn't blowing cold. Come to find out, the dry had exploded or something. Some little beads that got all through the line. So now I got cold AC and a brand new transmission. Well, remanufactured transmission. But anyway, I got a new transmission. So hopefully I'll be back in that truck soon. Anyway. So I get these emails, comments in the comment section. I've said it myself. I hear people on TV, people walking around, people that I might hold conversations with, people at the barbershop. We say, man, life hard. Especially right now, man, life hard as hell. As if it's ever been easy. The problem is not that life is hard. The problem is somewhere on the line you expected it. Your expectations wasn't met. You sad, you down, you depressed, you feel like giving up, you feel like quitting, you don't want to go no further because your expectations of life wasn't met. Somehow, somewhere, some way, you got the impression, the misunderstanding, I don't know who told you that or where you get that idea from, but somehow you expected life was going to be easy. When you say life is hard, include me, why did I expect it to be easy? Who said that? Where did we get that notion from? Because once you understand that, once you live in reality, once you accept life for the way it was always been, since the beginning of mankind, since we've been on this planet, life has been hard for every generation. We ain't just got in 2025 and life just got hard all of a sudden. Life was hard in 2025. Life was hard in 1925. Life was hard in 1825, 1725, 1625, 1525, 1425, 1325, 1225, 1125, 1025, 925, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 25. Life has been hard. So what do we do about that? You get hard too. Life is hard. Yes, it is. We change our expectations. We change our view. We change our understanding. That's what we do. Now, we go into it expecting it to be hard. When you expect something to be harder, you go harder. We're going to use, for my athletes, my sports people that's played sports, or you just familiar with sports. Let's say, for instance, you go up against a fighter. I like to box. I'm going to use fighter for example. Like on Glass, I remember Mike Tyson Punch Out, you had Glass Joe. The first fighter you fought, and he was always the easiest. That's the same in life. Or in any arena you partake in. When you think something is going to be easy, you don't try as hard, right? You underestimate something you think, even if it ain't easy. If you think it's easy, you're not going to give it your all. It's just human nature. It's just in us. It's something about, because we don't really want to go hard all the damn time. So if you think something is easy, you're not going to give it your 100% effort. But if you're wrong, and you thought something was easy that ain't easy, you're going to get your ass knocked out. Let's just say you got a football team, undefeated, 12-0. We see it all the time. Go up against a team that ain't won a game all season. So that team that's 12-0, everybody talking about how they gonna whoop the other team, man, they ain't won a game. Everybody talking about, man, they ain't got a chance against y'all. Y'all undefeated. So y'all probably don't, you might think you're practicing hard, but you ain't practicing as hard, you ain't as focused, you ain't as worried about it. You start looking ahead to the game next week. You overlook the team that ain't won a game because you assuming, you expecting it to be easy. And that's when you end up getting your ass whooped. Don't it, man? Y'all ever notice that? When you expect it to be something that is not, you get knocked out by somebody or something that you could have beat if you prepared and you fought and you worked hard enough. If you focused on the opponent the way you should have. When you didn't underestimate your opponent. When you didn't think your opponent was a scrub because your opponent has lost every fight until it got to you. And you just thought you just gonna knock him out just by being there. And then you get in there and you done underestimated, you done did a Mike Tyson Buster Douglas and got your ass whooped by a lesser opponent. But on the other hand, when you go up against somebody that you know ain't no punk, when you go up a team that's undefeated just like you, when you fight a boxer that's undefeated just like you are, now that you know your opponent, now that you give your opponent the credit that your opponent deserves, now you ain't gonna play. Now you're gonna be serious with your training. Now you're gonna be serious with your preparation. Cause you know that your opponent ain't nothing to play with. And if you go in there half stepping, you're gonna get knocked. You probably gonna get killed. So against this opponent that you know is great, you wouldn't dare take them lightly. You're gonna prepare. You're gonna be ready. So now, let's use that in life. Those of us who expected life to be easy, who had the wrong expectations, those of us who expected life to be easy, and then you found out it was hard, you get knocked the F out. But those who knew from the beginning, or who at some point in time woke up and realized, man, life ain't never been easy. Life ain't no punk. Life undefeated. Now that you understand that the opponent you fighting against ain't no punk, now you're going to train harder. Now you're going to go harder. Now you're going to prepare more. Life is hard. You get hard. Most of us, I'm going to speak for me, especially me, took life for granted most of my life. Lollygag, took it for a joke, didn't take it serious. It ain't no big deal. I can keep messing up. I can slack. I can bullshit. And everything gonna be all right, cause, hey, I don't know, life easy for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was easy, but hey. And then recession showed up. Job losses showed up. Loss of parents showed up. Loss of loved ones, loss of this, loss of that. Worry, stress, lack showed up. And you weren't prepared because you thought life was going to be easy. But if you already knowing ahead of time, at any given time, I can lose my job. At any given time, this money I'm making could be gone. Now you'll spend different. Now you won't be running all out there to the mall, buying up every damn thing, buying up all them brand new expensive ass cars. When you know that any given time, this money you're making can be cut just like that. You wouldn't be in 2025 right now with a recession, with all them damn bills that you didn't need. I ain't talking about the ones you needed. I'm talking about we got a lot of stuff we ain't need. But when time was going good, we thought life was easy. We ain't take it serious. We expected life to be easy. Now a lot of us finding out, we done effed around and found out, man, life harder than a mother. Who told you it was going to be easy? Where you get that idea from? The moment you accept and realize life is hard, you're going to do one or two things. You're going to give up and fold, or you're going to get harder. You're going to get hard too. What's your choice? That's what I did. The moment I accepted, you know, when I was out there homeless, wouldn't nobody give me a quarter for a pack of now and laters. People laughed at me instead of helping me. When I thought life was one big joke, one big game, when everything was going good for me, I was Big Ward in the club. The DJ yelling my name, they go, Big Ward in the house. When I was I'm living my best life, thinking life was easy. So I didn't prepare, didn't take it serious. I effed around and found out. And when I did, I had to make a decision. You got to make a decision. I had to make a choice. You got to make a choice. And you got two choices. When you find out, when it hits you in your face, whether you be 5 years old or 55, whatever age you are, At some point in time, they're going to slap you in your face that life is hard as F. What are you going to do? You got two choices. These are the two choices that everybody have to choose from when they faced with that moment of truth. That life is hard as fuck. You either gonna give up and fold, like I hear a lot of y'all saying y'all gonna do. Big Ward, I'm just finna quit. Big Ward, I'm just finna give up. Big Ward, I don't wanna go no more. You got that choice where you gonna quit and fold. Life too hard, I can't do it. Or the second choice. Now that life has showed you how hard it is, you're gonna get harder than life. You're gonna get hard too. You're gonna become one big callus. You know how when you work hard and you have them soft hands, but the work be hard, your hands end up forming calluses, so it get accustomed to, you gotta get calloused. Can't be soft no more. You realize now life is hard. When you realize now, I'm right here loving all these people and they don't care nothing about me. I'm out here giving people my last and they won't give me a bologna sandwich when I'm hungry. I'm out here loaning folk money, they won't pay me back, and I see them at the mall in line buying them new J's. Oh, now it's time to say, you know what? I told my young friend I was talking to last night, I do consultations. At some point in time, y'all learn to say, F them people, F the world, F everything. I'm finna go like a mad dog. For mine, for my survival. I'm gonna survive no matter what. I ain't worried about them folk no more. You gotta make a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, life is hard. Always has been, always will be. If you haven't figured it out by now, life ain't gonna get no easier. Only hope you got is to get stronger. The only hope I can give you, we need some hope, Big Ward. The only hope I can give you is to get stronger. Because life ain't going to get no easier. You got to get harder. You got to get stronger. You got to get tougher. Life ain't going to get easier. That's how we going to navigate through this thing called life. We're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. We're going to get rid of them unrealistic expectations. We're going to accept life for the way it is and go hard in this son of a bitch. Get it, got it good. Bye.